Hey everybody, in today's video we're going to be using the GPS on our Casio G-Shock module QW3475 watch, and we're going to use the GPS to update our time on the watch. Now there's a few different ways you can set the time on this watch. I'm not going to go into all of them in this video. You can do it manually, you can use your cell phone connection, or you can use GPS, and then you've got a couple different options under GPS. So let's go ahead and let's jump into it. When you're on your main timekeeping mode, press and hold the top left button. That's going to be your display button. If you press and hold it, it will take you into your settings. Once we get into our settings, the value that we're trying to get to is time adjustment. It should be the second value you have in your listing. You can use the up or down button. Down button is the bottom left button on the left-hand side. That's going to be the easiest one. We're going to go down once, and when we're on time adjustment, we're going to simply press the middle button on the left-hand side to choose the value. So this is where I was saying you've got a couple different options. Auto means you're either going to use GPS or Bluetooth to keep the time up to date. You could also go down to manual. Manual means it will not connect to a GPS satellite at nighttime, or it will not use your cell phone to update the time. It'll base it however you set it, and then the watch's timekeeping mechanism or movement will keep the time. I'm going to go ahead and go to auto. We've got a couple different options under auto. The first one is going to be Bluetooth. So that's where it's going to be connected to your cell phone, and it will use that value to update your time. The second option is going to be time GPS. So what that means is when you get your watch, just like most Casio watches, the first thing you should do is set your home city. If we do time GPS, it's going to use whatever home city I've got set on this watch, and it will update the time for that home city. So for example, my home city is set to Chicago. If I choose this value, it's going to use the Chicago time zone, and it will update my time. Now, if we go down to time and position, that will actually use your GPS, look at where you're currently sitting. It will update your time and date information as well as your home city. So let's say you traveled and you went to Hawaii, for example. If you wanted to update your time and home city to Hawaii, you could choose this value and it will update the values for you. If you wanted to just update your time based on your current home city, in my case Chicago, you would choose this value. Hope that makes sense. That's what we're going to choose in this video, time GPS. I'm going to choose it by pressing the middle button. As soon as we do it, it's basically connecting to my GPS and it's trying to update my time. Now in the owner's manual, they'll tell you, hey listen, connecting to the GPS uses a lot of battery usage. I've never noticed a real battery drain doing this. If you have it set to use GPS, it should do this every night. Just like any other atomic watch, it's going to use your it's going to try and send and receive that signal. The difference with this one though is because it's got a GPS built in, it's actually connecting to the GPS. You can see that it says adjusted. Now in the event that it didn't work, you would get an error message, and it would tell you that it couldn't connect to GPS. In my case, it adjusted my time. Here's my current time and date value. I could leave it on this watch face for a few minutes. It will eventually kick me back, or I could simply press the back button, and we've successfully used our GPS to update our time information on our G-Shock QW3475 watch. I hope the video helps.